This video will show you how to search the Gale Literature database available from the Pace Library homepage. Start at library.pace.edu. In the search widget in the middle of the page, click on the Databases button. Then click on the letter G. This takes you to a list of all the databases we subscribe to that begin with the letter G, and you see Gale Literary Sources. So Gale Literary Sources is the database that we'll be searching today. So click on the title of the database. If you're off campus, as I am, you will be asked to log in with your PACE credentials. So the Gale Literature or Gale Literary Sources database contains a variety of sources. You'll be getting work overviews, author biographies, as well as critical essays and scholarly journal articles containing literature criticism. So it's really a good catch-all, a collection of a variety of sources in the field of literature. It's also great because it's built for doing research in literature. And if you look at the advanced search screen, you can see we have search boxes here, and each of those search boxes is already set to perform a certain kind of search. So the first search box you can see is searching in what's called basic search. Think of that as a keyword or a topic. Name of work, the next box down. Just what it says. If you have a particular novel or short story that you want to research, you can type in the title of the name of the work. Then below that, you see person, by, or about. So if you have an author that you are researching, you can put their name here. So for example, say we're looking at the novel Beloved by Toni Morrison. So I can type in Morrison, and I can choose Toni Morrison from the list of suggested searches. And then in name of work, I can type Beloved, the title of the item that I'm researching. And then in basic search, this is where you could type more of just a keyword or a topic that you're interested in related to the work that you're studying. So I've got feminism and Beloved and Toni Morrison. And then if I click on search, it will take me to my results screen, and you can see across the top that they are showing results and that they put them into different categories. So you can see that it starts us off in the literature criticism area, and there are 35 items that were found. Then you see biographies, there were 4. Topic and work overviews, there are 5. Reviews and news, and then you see primary sources and literary works. I will say that in my experience, some of the biographies, topic and work overviews, and reviews and notes also appear in the list of literature criticism. So you may see some repetition between the categories. Over on the right, you do have some filter options. You can limit just to peer-reviewed scholarly journals if you would like to, but I actually recommend that you don't do that right away, because then you would actually miss out on some of the biographies and the topic and work overviews, and they may be helpful to you as you're doing your reading and your writing and your research. So if we start to scroll through, we can see that our results are here. And you see the title of each item is a clickable link, so you'll be able to click on that and get more. And then you do see some initial information. So the author, the source, so this particular item is from the Faulkner Journal, Volume 20. Issue 1-2. It was published in fall 2004. You can see this one, they do show you right at this level that this is a peer-reviewed journal. So if you are looking for those, you'll be able to quickly identify them in the list of results. And here you can see is one of those overviews. So Toni Morrison overview. This is a critical essay. You can see that it came from a collection called Feminist Writers. And if we keep scrolling, you can see that, we have different types of sources. So The Bonds of Love and the Boundaries of Self in Toni Morrison's Beloved. This is a critical essay. You can see that here from summer 1991. And if we continue to scroll again, you can see it's a variety. So here's another peer-reviewed journal article. And then below that, we have something called postmodernism. Okay, so what is this? So this is a topic overview. So an overview of the topic of postmodernism. Why did it come up in our results? Somewhere in there, they must talk about either Toni Morrison or Beloved. So that's why that particular one comes up. So it might, upon your initial viewing of the list, you might wonder why that's there. But somewhere in that essay, they mention one of our search terms. So that's why it comes up in our list of results. Okay, so if we keep scrolling, you can see again a whole variety of critical essays, peer-reviewed journal articles, topic overviews. Here's a biography of Toni Morrison. So you get a real mixture of things here. In this. So this one's a good one to actually look at quickly. So you can see that in the title of this particular article or this particular essay, it mentions Toni Morrison's jazz, but not Beloved. That's probably because Beloved is still mentioned somewhere in the essay. So that's why that one comes up in our list of results as well. So if we want to take a look at one of these, we can certainly do that. So say that we look at this one, A New History and Hysteria in Toni Morrison's Beloved. So if we click on the title of the item, we will get the full citation or the full source information at the top. So the title of the item. Okay, where is it from? It's from the journal 20th Century Literature. We can see it was volume 47, issue 1. Was published in spring of 2001, and the author of the essay or the article is Emma Parker. So if we scroll through, you can see here is the actual article. So you have access to the full text of the article. You can see that our search terms are actually in in red text. So you can also highlight them. So you can see why these articles come up in your search results. So you can see that as you're scrolling through the article. At the top of the article, you do have options to save this to your Google Drive. You can email it to yourself. You can download it to your device that you're on. You can print it. So lots of ways to capture this item and save it. Up at the very top, you also have, again, options to download and print, email it, and you also see cite with the little quotation mark icon, and if you click on that, that will open up the citation tools box, and you can see that it's defaulting to show us the MLA 9th edition, and so here is the MLA citation for this particular article, and it's following the container style of MLA. So the first container is the journal title, 20th Century Literature, and the second container, they do ask you to include the database name, and this is how Gale, the vendor, has created this citation for us. Now, are these 100% correct all of the time? Not necessarily. You may want to double check your citation against an online help site such as the Purdue Online Writing Lab, the Purdue University OWL. That's one that's very good. So again, when you're viewing the article, that cite button is right up at the top, and you can copy and paste that MLA citation into your essay or your presentation, whatever it is that you're creating, and you'll be able to use that citation. So up at the top left, we have results. We can go back to our list of results. And again, we can continue. We could also use the other categories across the top. Maybe you're only interested in biographical information at this point in your research, and you can see that there's a number of different biographical essays here about Toni Morrison. And if we click on one of these, again, you can see pretty basic information at the top, and then you have the full biographical essay that is here. And again, you have those same options to grab that citation, send it, download it. The Google Drive link is still here. So you have all those same options for the biographies, the work overviews, the literature criticism. So whatever it is that you're looking at in Gale Literature or Gale Literary Sources, you will have all those options here. Maybe you want to try a new search. You can use the advanced search link. It's a little bit tiny up at the top next to the search box. That will take you back to this screen where you could start again. Maybe you have a different keyword in mind. You could certainly try a different keyword, type in again the title of the work that you are studying, and then you can type in the name of the author. You don't have to put in both name of work and author. You don't have to, but it helps to just focus your search. It really depends on how unique the words are that make up the title of the work that you're studying. So again, take a look at those search options that you have in Gale Literature, and then remember, when you're viewing results, you should be getting all full text, and then you do have those options to grab the citation, email it to yourself, or save it to a Google Drive. If you have any questions, go ahead and go to the library homepage at library.pace.edu and click on that Ask a Librarian button.